Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you another update. This is the frame for the 1933 Ford truck, and obviously we have it on a rotisserie. Apologize, it's really dusty and dirty over in this area, but what we wanted to do is basically share with you in our previous video. We had media blasted or sandblasted the whole frame. We removed all of the grease and grime and all the fun stuff that couldn't be on this frame. And then once we had that all prepared and washed down, we applied a two-part black epoxy. And we got 3 coats of this two-part epoxy that bonded to the steel all of the bare metal. And the beauty of having on the rotisserie, we just rotated it in its normal position as if it was going to go on the ground. This is obviously the engine bay area, which is going to be set in the engine and transmission. We can see we still have our pedals here. We removed the masking tape on these sections. So basically what we did is 3 coats of the two-part epoxy. So we sealed all of the metal, and then with it on the rotisserie we were able to rotate it back and forth, and we did basically 360 degrees. We did every single section of this frame. And then once the epoxy cured, then we applied a premium grade single stage gloss black paint. Now for the purists out there that are watching this video, this is a little bit shinier than your normal factory. It should be a chassis kind of color, chassis black, which is almost like a satin. Our client who owns this 33 Ford will be showing it, and it's also going to be outside of their restaurant as a display. So being more of a display or a show type of vehicle, we wanted to go with a little bit nicer gloss finish as opposed to a satin black finish. So what we've done, you can see on the brakes on the end there, we'll go around the frame momentarily, but you can see now that we have all of the backing plates and everything painted black, we've set on the brake shoes and the springs, and we have everything kind of set for our drums. And we'll share with you when we get to the back of the frame where we have the drums ready to install once the new bearings come. So I'll shine this natural light on. You can see there's so much dust already setting on it in our shop, but you can see how nice that frame looks. It's hard to believe this is a 1933 Ford truck frame. So once this is all wiped off and we have the rebuilt engine and painted and set in, and the cab with the green, I think it's going to be a really nice contrast. So it turned out quite nice. And if I come down this passenger side and our camera person basically comes down the driver's side, you can see where it's a reinforced frame. It's more of a ladder style frame. And as we come towards the rear, you can see we've done the rear diff and our drive shaft piece, and we have our mechanical rods, which as you know, in 33, the Ford trucks, they don't have hydraulic or fluid in them. They're mechanical, so we have the mechanical rods working the back. And then as we come to the back hubs of the rear diff, you can see we've removed all of the masking for the spindles. You can see we have the natural metal for the brake spindles, and then we have our shoes and springs. Everything is set up as it should, so everything is like new. And then as we come over to the back section, you can see same idea. It's really dusty, but if I rub my hand and take some of that dust off, you can see it's got quite a nice shine. So the frame looks quite nice in my opinion. So our next step, you can see as we come to this table here, we have quite a bit of shrapnel. We have our front brake drums here, and then these are our rear drums. And then we have a bunch of other parts from the engine that we're going to be degreasing and getting ready to paint, and we'll probably do some powder coating on some of those items. So what we have here, same idea. There's quite a bit of dust here in the shop. We can see how nice this brake drum looks now. So what we did is we sandblasted the drum. This is an original 1933 brake drum. And then we sandblasted it after we degreased it. We cleaned everything up. We masked all of the areas that the bearings and seals will go into. And then same idea as the frame. We've treated it with 3 coats of a 2-part black epoxy sealer to seal the bare metal. And then we applied this nice black gloss premium single stage paint. So we got 2 coats of that. So our next step now, the bearings should be coming later on today or tomorrow. So we'll install upgraded new bearings and seals, and then what we'll do is we'll install these drums, and then in an upcoming video we have the original 33 steel spoked rims that we're going to powder coat yellow. So we'll share with you as these different stages continue. So our next step is we'll install the drums onto all 4 brake areas, and then we'll remove the frame from the rotisserie and we'll get ready to put the wheels and tires on. So just a brief update. This is the 1933 Ford truck frame, and I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.